Welcome back to Tia's Coloring Chronicles. So, I have a friend who was like, Tia, and I was like, yes, friend. She's like, what is the point of grayscale? The picture's already colored. How can you color something that's already black and white with shading? Why would you do that? And I go, friend, it's because you get phenomenal results. So, today, I thought we would go ahead and look at grayscale. Now, some people hate it. Some people love it. I personally love it. I haven't done as much as I would like, but I've gotten really good results with. So I've picked out today is Grayscale Coloring Edition Enchanted Magical Forest by Selena Finiche. Hope I pronounced that last name right. And so we have this book. We're going to be working with this eyeshadow palette by Coastal Scents, the 252 Ultimate Palette. I have a couple brushes from e.l.f. And then I have this set of brushes I picked up at Big Lots, and I think it was like $2.50 for the whole set. It's a little travel set. And I have some Q-tips, and because I'm a cheapskate, I have some hairspray to set it. Yes, I understand there should be a setting fixative that's specially made for this so it doesn't yellow. I've never had a yellowing problem. I have hairspray available, hence why we're using hairspray. So let's get started. Oh, and I thought we would answer some would you rather questions while I do this. So this is the picture I've picked out for us, a nice romantic picture of two fairies. I don't remove my pictures from my books normally. I do have a few books that are falling apart of their own accord. So, I'm going to go ahead and set up my supplies real quick. I'll show you guys me taking out the eyeshadows too. There's 3 trays of them. And I do have some chalk pastels in case we can't find what I'm looking for in the eyeshadow palette. So here's tray 1. It's a greens and blues and a little bit of brown. Now, I'm not going to be able to finish this picture in one setting. So this is probably going to be a sectional. There's tray 2, and we'll leave tray 3 in the tin, and here's tray 3. So this will probably be multi. I also have a spare piece of paper here because I like to test everything, even if it is swatched out. I thought it'd be really nice if we color coordinated the dress and the tunic, so I think I'm going to do those in a purple. So I'm going to find my purple selection real quick, which is right over here. Let me see. What do we want to use? I'm thinking like a pastel for the lady, and maybe like a darker color for the gentleman. So we're going to start out with that. I'll get around to the background later. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go in with this brush real quick. It's the eyeshadow brush by e.l.f. Now I paid like a whole $1 for these brushes, but e.l.f.'s pretty good. I do have some other brushes. They're from Avon. Oh, that is blurry, blurry, blurry. Let's see if I can't make it a little better for you guys. There we go. I think that will be a little better. So, do we start out with the gentleman or the lady? I say we go ahead and start out with the lady's dress, since it's going to be just a little bit more time consuming. So, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to test like this. I don't know, I'd almost call it periwinkle down here. Oh, that comes out a little too blue. You guys tell? I think that's a little too blue for what we're looking for. Let's see what else we got. Oh, this one right here. A little more pink to it than blue. Oh, that's a pretty little violet, isn't it? What do you think of that one? We're going to go with that. Now, I also have this brush right here, which I'll kind of use to like brush off the excess without trying to rub it in, just real lightly. There's a difference in pressure that I use when I do some of this. We're going to go ahead and dip back into that pink, pinky purple. And we'll go ahead and start right here. And just work those colors right in. Now if you see, it's already starting to shade up, see? It comes out a little more pure right over here in this area where the white is. Like I said, I haven't done too many grayscales, but the ones I have done, I've gotten fantastic results in. It just looks so in-depth with minimal efforting. It already does the shading for me, which fantastic, because shading might not exactly be Miss Tia's strong point. So I'm going to try to keep this video probably around 20-ish minutes. I noticed with one of my uploads, and I don't know if it's because I'm new to YouTube or because I haven't, if it was just like a upload error on my part, but one of my videos cut off at like 20 minutes and some odd seconds. It was my coloring pencil review, the Color colored pencil review that I did. I'd actually shown how it, on the test page that I'd done, how three of the same color families blended together, the purples on the flowers. But it cut off that whole part when I was talking about it at the very end of the video. But I don't know if that's a YouTube issue because I'm new to YouTube, or if it was an error on my part somehow. So I'm just going to keep this video around 20 minutes and we'll do this together. And it might take more than one try. So we're going to go ahead and I'm trying to fill in just a little bit more around her hairline. That's showing up fantastic on my side of the camera. I don't know about your guys's, but and we're just working that right on into the paper. And you can put multiple layers. I know some people when they grayscale use to go for a darker color where the shadows are darker. And I'm just trying to do a very basic, and I've done that. I have a picture I did that. I actually gave it away. But I have done that where I use darker colors on the darker shadows. However, I'm just trying for a very basic kind of, why do you do grayscale, Tia? Kind of answer. And why I do grayscale is because it's phenomenal results with minimal effort sometimes. So I'll go ahead and answer some of these would you rather questions that I found on. Would you rather always be 10 minutes late or always 20 minutes early? Well, I am one of those people that are either right exactly on the dot of when I'm supposed to be somewhere, or I'm running about 3 to 5 minutes late. So, in an ideal world, I guess that I would want to be 20 minutes early so people wouldn't get annoyed with me. So I wouldn't get annoyed with myself. Because there's a lot of anxiety, like you're running late to work, it kind of causes anxiety. You're running late for an appointment with a friend, it causes anxiety. run late to a doctor's appointment, all that kind of stuff. So I think that I would rather be running 20 minutes early. I always film at like 1 o'clock in the morning because Tiny Human, who's 3, is up and going pretty hardcore during the day. I am convinced that tiny little humans cipher their parents' energy, and that's how they get so much of it. Like, put a straw in our energy fields at night while we sleep and suck it out with a straw or something. I don't know. I don't know how he has the get up and go that he has. We can run all day and he will still be wired. Now you can, of course, use markers, colored pencils, any soft pastels, which I guess is pretty much what these are, in a way, kinda, on all this stuff. And but I've always just used eyeshadow when it comes to my grayscale. It's pretty much the only time I actually use eyeshadow. Now, these eyeshadow palette was actually gifted to me by my aunt, who's also an adult colorist. And she, even on non-grayscale stuff, pretty much exclusively uses eyeshadow. I did get her a pack of colored pencils, but I don't think she's a huge fan. I think she really prefers her eyeshadow. And that's fine. I have to clean my desk after I do this. So what's the next one? Would you rather lose all your money in valuables or all the pictures you have ever taken? I would rather lose all my money in valuables than all my pictures. Pictures chronicle life. Money and valuables, you know, they can be replaced eventually. And it might take you a while, but you're never going to get those pictures back if you lose them. So I'd rather lose all my valuables. And pictures of my son's birthday and his birth and my wedding, those are far too valuable to me, sentimentally wise. I mean, they might not be worth anything to anybody else, but to me, they're, you know, glimpses of my life. Okay. So we have her, I'm going to rip some of this color out. So we have her dress as done as I'm going to do it. Because like I said, I'm trying to keep this a very basic tutorial. And so we're going to go ahead and choose like a darker purple for his, I think. I think we're going to do, let's try this one. Oh yeah, we're doing that color. So we're going to go ahead and do this color for his tunic. And I was thinking, there we go. That's nice and bright, isn't it? I love her hair flowing down. It's just such a romantic picture. The moon, the water. She does such lovely work too. And you just work it into the page. I love how, like, with grayscale, the shadows just magically come out. I think I partially started this channel because my friends and family had gotten tired of hearing me talk about coloring. But you know, you find something you really love, that you're really passionate about, and you want to share that with people. You want to share it with the people that you love, because maybe they'll enjoy it as much as you do. And I get excited about things that I truly, truly love. And I truly do love this hobby. I mean, I don't have time to do it every day. I'd really love to do it every day. But I work. I'm going to school here and start back in school in a couple weeks. I have a child, I have a husband. Sometimes things just, the real world, man. Alright, let's answer another one of these questions. Would you rather be famous when you're alive and forgotten when you're dead, or unknown when you're alive, but famous after you die? I guess it depends on what I'm being famous for. But if I don't know, I guess I'd rather be famous when I'm alive and forgotten when I'm dead, because if you're famous, that usually comes with some kind of monetary incentive too. Okay, so because these lines right through here are so small, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to switch over to a smaller brush. And I've decided I want to do those in kind of a cream color, so we're going to pull out this tray right here, and I think we're going to go with one of these up here, kind of an off-white cream color. So I think I'll go with I'm going to go with I'd rather be famous when I'm alive and forgotten when I'm dead. And another thing is, if I'm dead, I'm not really going to care. At least I don't think I'm going to care. I'll be like, whatever. Yeah, you can't even tell I'm laying down color there, but I am. Just a little bit of cream color. What color should we make his pants? Brown or blue? We're probably going to go brown. Thinking his hair is going to be blonde. Hers will probably be like a darker blonde kind of brown. I might mix the two colors. No, because I'm trying to keep this simple. See, what's the next question? Next question. Would you rather go to jail for 4 years for something you didn't do, or get away with something horrible you did, but always live in fear of being caught? Okay, I'm going to be really selfish on this one. And I'm going to say I'd rather get away with something, because if you're always living in fear, it's kind of like you're self-punishing yourself. So, yeah, I'm going to go with that, because, I mean, I know me well enough to know that I would probably turn myself in anyway. And be like, I did it, I didn't mean to, but I did it. I don't know what I was thinking. Because it would just be too much for me. But if I had to choose out of the two, I can go in jail for something I didn't do. Well, I'd prefer not to go to jail for something I didn't do. I guess you really don't have a choice in reality. Alright. Oh, we're skipping that one. That one's a little too creepy and morbid. Let's see. Would you rather your shirts always be 2 sizes too big or 1 size too small? I'll take 2 sizes too big. It's pretty much how I wear my clothes anyway. Okay. We're going to go ahead and use a different off-white for his shirt. Just enough of a contrast, hopefully, that you can distinguish between the two. All right, I'm going to stop this real quick and then I'm going to pick it back up.